Now, as it happens, our first game is not until day 5, so we've got quite a lot of preparation time. You'll notice that my diary has changed, and I can put a much wider variety of things into it. So today we're going to have a press conference, because otherwise the media are going to get mad with me. I can also watch other teams. So if I want to prepare for Portugal, for example, we could watch them play Spain. We'll do that. And we'll also watch Morocco play Spain. And that will be on day 4. You'll be able to see that go in. There it is. It just means that I can't do anything else that day. What it will help with is tactics. So the game will see that I have watched them and automatically add some points to my team tactics score, which is there. I'm afraid 5 out of 20 is rubbish, but you can't mentally manage my systems. So whatever. The first thing I'm going to do is go off and have a massage. Lovely. It's good to see that nobody's injured. That's a real relief. So let's go then with some training. We will do some more fitness. My backup goalie has been hit in the face, but it's fine. It's okay. It wasn't so bad. Booth has his mind elsewhere today. Thanks, Booth. Is that it? Oh, that was rubbish. I'm going for a walk in the woods. Right, this had better be better. Let's take some penalties, because we're probably going to need it. You see, Warner is now really motivated. None of the rest of you could be bothered, I note. Right, press conference time. Strap yourselves in. What will be the main problems for the team in the next few days? I could say even more problems up until now, that's scarcely possible. We could tell the media to get lost, or we could just get sarcastic with them and say, am I a fortune teller or something? No, the fortune teller is predicting Scotland to win, so I'm going to ask the media to leave us alone. What is your motto for this World Championships? I have no motto. Hard luck. To be there is not everything, or let the best team win. You have specifically had your team trained for penalties. Are you expecting penalty shootouts? Well, I think a shootout is quite possible, but I'm going to say it can't do any harm. There we go. Right, let's have a look at my rating with the media now. It's 44. They sort of half like me. You lot kind of like me, but my association and the fans are not very pleased with me. It's fine. It's fine. I don't expect you to be pleased with me. In any event, I'm going off into town, so I've just got to remember how to get outside. How do I get outside? Drat, I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Outside world. So there's my... Is that a Mercedes or a BMW? My German car. Anyway, I think it's a BMW. Let's go off into town. Now, apologies, because obviously this is the 94 World Cup, and in 1994, the Twin Towers still existed. So, apologies for that. As it happens, I've been killed by a low-flying red-hot chili chicken. Game over. Not really. It's not really. That's so bizarre. Right, I'm going to go back to my room and I'm going to go to bed early, because me going to bed early and dreaming about the World Cup is really important. I'd like to point out that that's not the World Cup. That appears to be the Cup Winners' Cup or something. Anyway, the fact that we've been doing shootouts has, of course, made the media, which the fans were not very happy about. So let's do some more training. In case anybody's wondering, yes, this is a bit grindy, I'm afraid, but it is also quite fun when it gets going. Crystal Crow is asking me for a talk. She's asked me quite directly whether you'll be in the next match. I don't know. I'll say yes. In subsequent negotiations with the association, I have managed to get a larger amount of premiums actually intended for the players to flow into my own pockets. Result. Right, we'll do some more standard football training. Binman has got his mind elsewhere again. I think I'm going to have a chat with you, mate. Verence has gained a form point. Oh, we're having a closer look at Verence. And, I've been overestimating his form. Good grief, you lot. This defence is rubbish. We haven't got a hope. I need a chat. Right, Verence. Or Verence, as it might be. We can work on a few things together. Oh, the player has actually accepted that I'm right. Good. Thank you for that. Okay, training day today. Let's do some solo runs for the strikers. Snoggins is injured and is lying on the ground, but he's okay. Whew, breathe out. Binman is rubbish again. By name, by nature, Binman. Ference is full of ideas. Look at that, he did lose his last form point. You're now on 0 form. 0 form. Well, you won't be playing. I'll tell you that now. You just won't be playing. That's the end of it. You're not making my team. Ever. I'm going to give our goalie, Ios, a little bit of training. Oswin is getting better and better. Oh no, I'm taking a close look at Snoggins now. Been overestimating your form as well. This is terrible. Moon's still going on though. Ference is still trying to get his form back at least. It's not Crystal Crow's day today. Binman hasn't got a single point now. We know this. God, Snoggins, you're not doing very well either, are you? I'm going for a walk in the woods. Meanwhile, my wife has started talking. I haven't got a wife before anybody writes in. Right, tonight we're going to watch Morocco and Spain. But we're also going to have a training game between ourselves. I've attempted to show a trick of my own. Stood on the ball and injured my shoulder. Looks like Yuchums can hit a ball sweetly. That's the third pronunciation of your surname. Apologies, I probably should have asked you how to pronounce your surname. But anyway, you're good. You're doing well. Someone from Japan's First League division has offered me a 4-year contract with a 2.5 million annual fee. Of course, I have immediately left the World Cup, approached my president and asked to be released. He says, what is all this about being against the honour of the World Championships? I must put him right. Money plays no role. It absolutely does play a role. I could have had 2.5 million instead of managing you lot, but anyway. I'm still here, watching Morocco play Spain. Spain plays fair and nobody in this team takes a dive unless he's really been fouled. Wow. You can tell it's 1994. I've not announced my team, so the media don't know what to make of it, but I am going to announce my team to all of you. Better make sure that the team is actually right, because Binman, you're not in it. Right, Thompson is now better than Ference. Ference is now better than Binman. What a mess. Right, I'm going to tell you all now. Naming the team. That means that some of you will not be very happy. Now, what should we do prior to an actual game? Probably gymnastics. The form of Oswin is not going to improve anymore. But Warner has gained another form point. That's good. Oh, and another one. You must really want to play. Crow's got mind elsewhere today. Dear, oh dear. More red on the clipboard. I'm not impressed. So let's see how we do then in our opening game. I'm going to bribe you with some cash. I will give you 6,000 thingies if you win this game. I'm going to ask you to play wings. We're not going to be shooting on sight, not yet. We're never going to take dives. Our offside trap is rubbish. We have a crap trap. So we won't be playing that. And we also won't be playing system because it was only 5 out of 20 last time I looked. I think constant attack is fair. So, let's do this. Previous successes by Portugal. They never used to be very good. Obviously they are these days. They came third in the 1966 World Cup. That's worth knowing. Here are the team lists. They will mean literally nothing to you because all of these were not only in 1994 but are also totally made up. We're in Mordovia Arena and it's bucketing down. Game is sold out. Here we go then. It's so exciting. Here we come. A 1-2 between Larg and Pupsy in midfield. But it's been cleared up. You can change some of your tactics on the fly between you and me. Tactics mean pretty much nothing in this. Oh! Moon has taken a free kick, but it's gone straight at the keeper. Meanwhile, Warner and Pupsy have gone for a shot. Matthew Booth attempting a goal there, but no. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, phew. That was close. We're not bad, you know. We've got a few stars in our team, so we're not going to get completely destroyed like we did last time. Thompson's got a yellow card. Meanwhile, Warner, again, is storming in. Pupsy scores! Goal! We're winning! winning. Yes, get in. Oh, wicked. Right. Popsy deserves praise for that one. And the player has promised to improve in the second half. Well, please do. Right, I'm going to make you lot make it good for the fans at home. How exciting, we're actually winning. Here we come again. It's Ashen who's hit the ball out to Thompson. He's played it back to Ashen. Ashen has passed to the 6-yard box. I've done a back heel. Oh, I've hit the post. Oh, that's frustrating. My opponent is making substitutions. I should probably do the same. If it'll let me, because sometimes it doesn't. And you're pressing for substitutions, and it says no. Ah, but it said yes. That's good. So here is my clipboard. I do like a good clipboard. Because Thompson has been booked, got a yellow card there, I will put Verrance on instead. You can only make 2 substitutions, incidentally, because, you know, it's old now when you can make about 5,000 substitutions these days. I will take off myself and I will put on the yak. There we go. Let's hope that we can feed the yak and he will score. But he doesn't. Doesn't look like anything else is really going to happen. We must have parked the bus. I'm not going to argue because we have won. What a start for the mighty San Marino. Well, that'll cheer us up a bit. Morocco beat Spain as well, crumbs. Here's the top scorers list. We can see that some Peruvians are doing quite well. There have been lots and lots of scorers being interviewed. Flashing, stop with the flashing. I'm very relieved about that. A successful start to my World Cup campaign. What more could I ask for? Well, I could either say that we can't read too much into that, or I could say that we're not bad, or I could say that we could have laid the foundation stone. That's what it feels like. I thought the way your players approached the game with such open football was as if it was just another international game, and it was superb. The number of chances you created compared to those of your opponent speaks volumes, absolutely. I'm going to say that you did very well, because if I don't, you'll all be really annoyed with me. How would I describe the mood in the camp? I could either say that everybody was very relaxed, or that you were motivated from the tips of your toes to the hair on your heads. I rather like that. Good, well hopefully that's improved everybody's mood. Uh-oh. Oh, it hasn't improved my mood, I'm on the drink. Uh-oh. My president has briefly to discuss a number of important organisational problems. That means we can't have the training session. No! Shouldn't have given you a day by the pool. Damn it. I'm going to organise another press conference and then we're going to get on with some more training. What do you have to say to accusations that you have pocketed the bonuses intended for the players? How dare you? How dare you? I can either say that I'm not in any way accountable to them, and that it's nothing more than barefaced lies, or I could not comment, or I can say I'm not going to discuss it with them. Well, between you and me, I did do that, so I'm just going to say that I won't discuss it with them. Is there a prohibition of sex for your players? I've not even thought about that. I'm going to say yes, it's an unnecessary distraction with all those women by the pool. And we appear to have avoided the curse of injured players. It is true. It is a question of exploiting this advantage. Speaking of avoiding injuries, let's do some more fitness. And because I've given you a load of time off, I'm going to make you do hard fitness, which has resulted in Bays limping off the field. Oh, he's out for 2 weeks. Oh, great. Flipping media jinxing my players. Thanks, guys. I will go and visit you. There we go, I've got an injured player. If I speak to the doctor, you are out for 14 days with a torn muscle. I'm going to say hello. In the past, you've not been my biggest fan. You're pleasantly surprised by my efforts. Well, to be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised by my efforts as well. I'm Man of the Year. Thank you. Thank you, that's a great honour. Games in 1994 didn't even think about the fact that women might play them, I'd like to point out. I'm not sure that games now even think about that half the time, but anyway. Right, I'm going to do some more training with my goalkeeper. Because if you do quite a lot over time, it does do the world of good. The problem is that if you train somebody every day, everybody else gets really angry because they think that you're singling them out. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of sort of childish playground stuff. which is really frustrating because you're not singling people out, not really. Matt Ios has asked me for a talk. He says, I've been as good as most of those who are allowed to play for a long time and I've earned my place. I agree with you, not least because you're the only decent goalie that I've got. I am giving you special treatment, you know. Nobody else is getting special treatment. Right, we'll do some more standard football training, I think. Oh, the superb form of Jenny is getting better and better. Well, of course. Booth has shot from 14 metres and dislocated the finger of my backup goalie. Thank you for that. Oh, well, at least now Drummond's got somebody to speak to. The injuries have started now. This is why you need players in backup positions. Dear, oh dear, Scoggins. Snoggins. Sorry, it's not Scoggins, it's Snoggins. I'm going to have to tell you that you're appalling. Because you are. We can work on some things together. Well, you're grateful for me speaking to you about it. That's good. That's good at least. Right. Look at all this now. Bruised tendons. That's all it is. Just bruised tendons, so it's fine. Meanwhile, my match observation of Spain against Portugal. I've got a first impression of Spain and a first impression of Portugal, which is good, because that means that my tactics against them will be automatically adjusted to be brilliant, basically. Let's have a look, actually, as to whether we have got any better. Yeah, we're now 6 instead of 5, so that's good. I better select my team. Binman. Dear, oh dear. Mate. It's all going really wrong for you. My sweepers are terrible as well, I have to say. Really awful. I'm going to give you a chance, though, because I want to make sure that everybody plays, hopefully. Although my memory is absolutely awful, so if you don't actually get to play, I can only apologise. It's because I've forgotten you were never in the team. Between you and me, Raven Ingmer didn't ask to be in the team. I just put him in because he's a Patreon supporter. So, yeah. We also don't really have any left midfielders. All of these is attacking or defensive midfielders. Now, striker-wise, I will put me on again, I think. In fact, no, let's put Crystal on, because I don't think she's played yet. Put me on the bench. And then, the thing is that we just sort of need to win this game, and then if we win this game, I can put a slightly rubbishy team out for the final game. You'll know, if you're in that team, that you're slightly rubbishy. Hey, look at me! Hey! It's all that relaxing that I've done. Well, that makes me feel a bit better. It's Morocco, incidentally, because I think they just spelt it wrong. I'll give you some more bribes for winning. And we might shoot on sight against Morocco, actually, because I'm not convinced they're going to be that good. Let's attack. In case anybody was wondering what this is, it's the sort of how aggressive we should be. Not sure that that's really suitable. I usually just put it on normal, because otherwise you end up a bit of a walkover. Right, team, let's do this. I'll just show you, incidentally. You can see your opposition and see what formation they're playing and all that kind of thing. It makes no blooming difference at all as far as I'm concerned. I think those are all things put in to make it look like a genuine management game, where actually it's the story of your players that's far, far more important, and your own mood. So there we go. Again, none of these players will mean anything at all. Back when I first bought this game, which would have been in about 1996, maybe, I actually went through and sat with the editor and got my Panini sticker album, sat with the editor, and did all of the teams. I must have been crazy. What was I thinking? Personally, I love stuff like that. I used to absolutely love stuff like that. Creating my own teams for things, and I still do, so thank you if you submitted yourself for this. If you're a Patreon supporter, hint hint, you do actually end up in a few more videos with your names in. We should do more of those. Got a bit distracted playing food games for a while. But I love it. I love putting people I know into teams. I used to play all the NHL games with teams of people I knew, all my friends and family and everybody. And it was great fun. We should do more of it. Right, here we go. We've got a free kick. Moon is standing ready. There's been a shot. No goal. Oh! But the referee's given it! The referee's given a goal! Yes! Meanwhile, there's been a defensive error. And he's offside. I don't even know who got the goal. Was it Moon? Whew. Oof. Crystal Crow nearly scored then. I don't know who got the goal. Let's see if it'll let me look. I want to go back to my clipboard, please. Pupsy's just scored again. It was Moon. Moon and Pupsy have scored. Fantastic. Well, I think Moon probably needs a bit of praise this time around. Moss Moon was actually not very good in the first half, and the other players are wondering what you saw. Well, I saw him score, but I suppose he did a sort of Kieran Trippier thing there, where he scored from a free kick, sort of, and then didn't do anything else for the rest of the match. Anyway, I'm going to tell you to make it good for the fans at home, because I'm quite happy that there are no problems to be addressed here. Morocco have started playing dirty. Surprised you lot haven't started playing dirty. Here they come in their appalling kit. Right, let's get some substitutes on. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. So, who shall I take off? Nobody's really played badly. I'll take Pupsy off and put me on. And I'll take... Ooh, who was playing on the left-hand side? I can't remember. Drat. It might have been Ashens. I'll put Mike on. I'll just have to hope that I've got that correct. You can see that it's only letting me substitute my goalie now. You can only have 2 outfield player substitutes and a goalkeeper substitute. Meanwhile, Morocco got a free kick here and they're rubbish at them, so it's fine. Here they come again. They're really trying. Not getting anywhere. Wow, they really are trying. If this was Brazil, we'd be in trouble right now because you just know that they would score. We're not doing anything. I think we've just parked the bus. Not very well. Oh, that's a good win. I'm happy. If you can get some wins going, you've got more chance of... what's the word I'm looking for? Gaining a bit of momentum. That's good. That's a good result. I'm happy with that. So there we are. Top of the table. Spain are appalling. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they weren't very good in 1994. Are any of you in the top scorers list? Yes, Pupsy is in the top scorers list, but as you can see at the moment, nobody's really getting ahead of anybody else. Ah, that's good. We're doing really good. I'm happy. I just wish my wife would stop speaking to the media. I'll give you half a day free today, I think, actually. Then we won't get more injuries. Mario Perez has got severe personal problems and has asked me urgently for a talk. But I am a good listener, and the player has spoken about the problem from the heart. The problem being that I think I'm going to miss training now. My colleague Quasson... I'm going to assume that's the French manager, says very charitably in an interview that I'm a fair sport without any dodgy tricks, always honest and friendly. Almost too good for this period of time. Well, what can I say? I think you'll find I'm actually a shyster who's nicking all of the team bonuses. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Let's hope that the press don't ask me about that when I haul them in at 8 o'clock this morning. What mistakes can you confess to since you took on the role of the national team manager? Oh, for goodness sake. I became manager in order to straighten out mistakes, not to make new ones. What is my opinion of the 3-point rule which has just been introduced? Meaning from now on 3 points are allocated for a win and not 2 as before. If you weren't born in 1994, that's an interesting thing that you need to know. That in the previous group matches... you didn't get 3 points for a win. Now, personally, I'm in favour of it because it spreads things out a bit and a win is more valuable and all the rest of it. But the only things I'm getting here are really that it won't make much difference. So, to be honest, I don't think it will make much difference. And now we can all go to the pool. However, I've taken a column in a major sports newspaper where I have to criticise some of the players, and my reputation has gone down. I didn't have to criticise the players. Oh, they really hate me now, look. They're going grrr at me. On the plus side, the media does quite like me. My team doctor has accidentally prescribed Timo Werner a substance which is on the doping list. The player can no longer be engaged for the rest of the championship. I'm so sorry, Timo. That's terrible. That's terrible. Flipping team doctor. Think I need a bit of a word with him. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, how embarrassing. Meanwhile, my player Binman is absolutely exhausted and can't go on. You should have given him the drugs. Why didn't you give Binman the drugs? Oh, man. Everybody's really miserable now. Goodness me, what a mess. Meanwhile, I'll go and talk to Baze, who thinks it's great that I'm sparing a thought for him, but probably doesn't think it's great that I'm having a massage directly next to him. I'm going to go off for a relaxing walk in the woods as well, because I cannot believe what's happened. If I look in my squad selection book now, look, you're missing. You're missing. Gone. Suspension 7. That's interesting. Suspension 7. Does that mean 7? I'm sure that only means 7 days. I wonder if you'll accidentally be back after the group stage. There's a thought. Anyway, I'm going to put Stuart in there. We can see that Mike, I did actually put him in the wrong place because he's the left midfielder. But because I also made him a right midfielder, he was okay. Blue means playing at 90% of your potential or something. So that was okay. But I'm really intrigued because Timo could be back. Drug scandal causes waves. Did Jenny play a part? How dare you? How dare you? It was this idiot. God's sake. Really not happy. Okay. Anyway, let's see. More training today, I think. I'm not holding a press conference because I don't want to be questioned about drugs. I'm going to talk to a couple of you because it is quite important to talk to people. I'm going to tell... which one have you done quite well? I'm going to tell Moon that he plays good football. And I'm going to tell Matt that he plays good football. There we go. Just to try and improve the mood. Now, what else could we do with doing? We daren't do headers because you might get injured. I need you all available. We'll do some sprints. Taking a close look at Moon. He's in better form than I thought. Get in. Last game. Now, because we're already through, I'm going to play some people who actually aren't doing very well. I suppose Snoggins, even though you are totally rubbish, I should put you on. And we'll put on the Yak. There we go. We'll rest Pupsy. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to run out of players. N, incidentally, means that that's not your natural position. But you could play there, if necessary. Meanwhile, I'm going to put Bin Man on for a game, because otherwise he's never going to get one. We're only playing Spain, who've been totally and utterly rubbish. Booth is cheeky and untroubled. Crow is full of ideas. Ideas about getting drugs. I hope that's not what's going on. If you're all on the drugs and we all get disqualified, I'm going to be furious. But here we go then with the last group stage match. I will bribe you a little bit. Spain have been really, 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 really awful. So I'm just going to have to hope that you don't lose. Spain's success is up to 1994. Not great. These days, pretty good. Oh, I've just noticed actually. I think the Spanish team might have had some actual Spanish players in. Maybe I did do Spain. We'll have a look at that in a minute, if I can... Oh, got bouncy. Oh! Stuart's going to take a penalty for us. Boom! Well done, sir. We're in Nizhny Novgorod, incidentally, which is interesting because I thought that in 1994 you stayed in the same stadium, like teams had a home base, but apparently not. Maybe that was the first year where they didn't do that. Tell you what, when World Cups and Euros and things are all over the continent, we're going to have a huge problem, aren't we, trying to fly players all over the place? So silly. Bit of aggro gone on there. Yuchums with your yellow card. Oh, terrible passing as well. Right, can we make it through the first half? Yes, we can. Thank goodness for that. Now, I'm not really convinced that we're playing all that well. So, what I'm going to say to you is... shoot from anywhere? Shoot from anywhere. Not least because it's fun! Oh. Right, we've got a free kick now. Here we go. Just Mike is standing ready. The wall is badly positioned. He shot it straight at the wall. Oh, mate, that was so close. Oh, and they've just scored an own goal. Well, Yak has just inadvertently... He's done a sort of a bit of a Shinji Okazaki there, where he's pressured the player and he's put it into his own net. So I'm going to give you a goal for that. Spain are really terrible. Wowzers. I suppose they can't all be good. I mean, in fairness, they didn't beat Morocco in this World Cup, so... not that great, going out on penalties to Russia as well. Anyway, look, we've won, even with the rubbish team. I mean, the second team. I mean, with the people who were kind enough to send their names in. Brilliant. Topped the group. Didn't even concede a goal. Fantastic.
Gameplay Jenny.